Welcome back to the Grizzly Digital Network. The Lawrenceville bracket is in the books as Georgia Gwinnett has been crowned champions. Took the tough way to go about doing it. They won the if necessary game by a score of 7-1, and we're joined now by the left fielder in Ajay Sczepkowski. AJ, how we doing, my man?
Doing well. Could be better.
Man, take me back to last night. The Grizzlies come up short, 1 run versus Freed Hardeman. What's the mentality when the Grizzlies have been scoring 20 runs per game almost to all of a sudden have a 31-game winning streak just come to a screeching halt in the opening round?
Yeah, I mean, we talk about it a lot, just getting back to the basics, and God always doesn't give you what you want. He gives you what you need, and I think that was a good humbling moment for us to regroup and come back and get back to the game that we know we need to play, and the guys showed up today. Definitely Ben Harris, absolute gem, dominance out there from him, couldn't have asked for more.
What was the conversations like with you internally inside your own head? You're extremely humble, extremely hard worker, and pretty good at baseball, by the way. Did you put any added pressure on yourself today after yesterday?
I wouldn't say I added any pressure to myself. I just knew I needed to get back to being simple and just doing what I know how to do. I have a whole team full of dogs behind me, so it proves that they can go out there and pick me up if I'm not playing well, and that just showed today and yesterday, and I couldn't be more proud of this entire team, entire organization.
Take me into the dugout today, right? We put up 6 runs, but it's all in 1 inning. The other 8, we didn't do so well. Then we go through this contest. We're through the first, the second, the third, the fourth, and these zeros start coming up. We haven't seen zero. We're allergic to zeros around here, and all of a sudden they're all over the scoreboard. Is there a sense of adjustment? Is there a sense of calm? Is there a panic? Who said what? Like, how do you get this team turned right back around to put another crooked number up?
Yeah, so I wouldn't say there's ever any panic in our dugout. We know that if there's an out left in that game, we still have a chance. We've proved that over the course of the season. But for Ben to go out there and continue to give us that chance to keep us in the game and keep throwing up zeros for the offense and keeping momentum on our side, that was a big key for us. And we knew that we were hitting balls hard all weekend and all week, and it was going to roll at some point. That was the big thing in the dugout. Keep hitting the ball, keep barreling it up. It's going to pop. It's going to roll. And eventually that 6th inning came around, and we put up some big numbers, a good at bat after good at bat, and things kind of fell into our way. I know they had a couple of defensive miscues that we were able to take advantage of, and things went in our favor.
Well, this interview is going to turn for the worst because now I'm going to start talking about you, and I know you hate that, but bear with me here for just a moment. When you get put in a conversation with someone like J.D. Drew as 30 for 30 player, 30 home runs, 30 stolen bases, second player ever in college baseball to do it, first in the NAIA, what does that mean to you?
I mean, it means the world. I know it means the world to my family and everyone who supports us out here. I try not to be an emotional guy and keep Key and Peele out there, and came in the dugout after that, and they were all pushing me back out there. A couple people were getting emotional towards me, and I was like, oh, man, here it comes.
You hated it, didn't you? They pushed you back out there for the curtain call. You could not have crawled out of your skin any better. It's just the human that you are, and I love your character about that. But you handled it very well. It was awesome.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I tried to sneak back in the dugout. They all pushing me and shoving me. But, yeah, even my mom, I called her last night, and I told Skip, I was like, you put me in for one. I called her last night. She was crying all night and so happy for me, and all my family back home support me and so happy for me. I got a lot of texts from them, and I couldn't have been more appreciative of that.
All right, I'll come back on the positive side for you here. How many home runs would you trade this season if the Grizzlies win the World Series in Lewiston, Idaho?
Oh, I'd give them all. I don't care what happens out there statistically. As long as the Grizzlies are playing well and this team is rolling the way we know we can, I think it'll happen, but we got to keep playing our ball.
The living legend Ajay Sczepkowski in his first year in a Grizzly uniform has shined brightly and have the Grizzlies too as well. They're headed back to the World Series for the 5th consecutive season, 6-time all-time in program history. Have you ever been to Idaho?
Have not.
I can't wait, buddy. It's going to be so much fun, and we look to see you guys there too as well on the other side of the screens. That'll do it for us here in Lawrenceville, Georgia. The Grizzlies are going back to the World Series thanks to Ajay Sczepkowski and the Grizzlies.